So if you are listening, which is kind of hard when there's a cheetah right in front of you, but she was catching her quote-unquote prey. So what she's actually chasing is what we call a lure ball. So it is a fabric ball. It's a little fluffy, and it is what we introduce to the cheetahs as their first enrichment item ever when they are baby cubs. So we will throw it with them around and we'll after it, they'll trot after it. They're really interested in it. It is the first kind of item at the beginning that's really fun for them. So it is called highly reinforcing. Now when they grow up a little bit, we'll put that lure ball on a string. We're going to chase the string around and we'll chase the ball, we'll drag the string, and that kind of ignites their prey drive. So then they kind of hop after it a little faster. They're starting to run after it. And once they get to a big enough size, we will bring them down here and we start doing what is called training runs. So we will hook up our lure ball to this really nice pulley system that we have down here, and then we will start training them how to chase after the ball through the watering hole. So it is a really fun time for these cheetahs. The lure ball is what we call highly reinforcing. So they really don't get to see the lure ball except when they are doing this cheetah run. So when they see that ball, they are like, oh yeah, I remember this. This was super fun for me to chase around when I was a little baby. Why don't I try to do the same thing? So that is how we train our cheetahs here at the Columbus Zoo to do our cheetah run. We are one of we're under 10 facilities in the United States that do cheetah runs, so it is a really special treat to be able to come out here and do this for everybody. So cheetahs are the top land mammal, talking in terms of speed. So these guys can run 60 to 70 miles an hour in just 3 seconds flat, which is pretty incredible. These guys do have a couple things that help them. I talked about how they're really sneaky and how they sneak up on their prey when they're at this watering hole type area. And when you're looking at Miss Lucy down here on our nice green pasture, you might think, she stands out, she's picking up. How can she be sneaky? But she is actually, that's very cute, Lucy, thank you. So cheetahs actually, those spots help to mimic light that breaks up through our tall savanna grasses. And if they were one solid color, they actually might stand out to their prey a little bit more. So those spots do help to keep them nice and camouflaged. And they also have a couple different purposes as well. So their spots are black, and black is a really good, what is known as a radiating color, which means it takes your body heat and it radiates it back into your surrounding environment. So it helps to cool you down. Those spots actually do grow fur that is longer than the tan fur that covers the rest of their body. So with the color and the increased surface area that they have, these spots help to keep the cheetahs nice and cool because they do hunt right in the middle of the day, right around this time. So it's a little odd to hear about a large pack hunting in the middle of the day. Usually you think maybe early morning or late at night. But one of the reasons that cheetahs have to hunt in the middle of the day is because they are typically solitary, which means that these guys are found out in the savannas typically by themselves. It is a common structure to find brothers that are hanging out together of all different ages, which is known as a brother coalition. And it is common to see females out with their cubs. But other than that, these guys are out there by themselves, so they don't really hang out with friends and family to help them hunt. They have to do it by themselves. And so they have to be very opportunistic. Now they will come to a watering hole like this, and something that's really common for cheetahs to do is they will get a little bit of a better vantage point. So they will get up onto trees that have fallen over. They've gotten up on termite mounds that our ducks really like to go into too. And they also commonly will go onto land rovers, like this yellow one behind me. So if you were on a safari in Africa and you came to a watering hole and you did take a minute to look around, you might be stuck because the cheetah might decide this is a really good place for me to see really far out in the savannah and monitor what's going to come up to the watering hole next. So that would be very common, and then the cheetah kind of decides when you guys get to leave the watering hole. Now Lucy does have a couple other adaptations that help these guys get up to those top speeds. And I will discuss them, and then while I hear some rumblings, perhaps, underneath our boardwalk again. So keep an eye out for these adaptations. In just a couple minutes, they'll be in action. So Lucy was a little bit slow out of her tower, but she does have really cool built-in cleats that help cheetahs take off pretty much instantaneously when they need to go hunt. So these guys, I said they were opportunistic. As soon as they see a zebra, gazelle, whatever have you, that they decide that's going to be my lunch, they will take off with those built-in cleats called semi-retractable claws. So Unlike a domestic house cat that can fully pull their claws in, cheetah claws stick out a little bit all of the time. And they can take off and get up to those speeds, and it's very nice for them. Now, when they're chasing that gazelle or that zebra, that prey item is going to try to lose the cheetah on its tail. So it's going to zig and zag all across the savannah, and the cheetah is going to keep up with it, right, staying at those speeds without slowing down at all. Now, how does the cheetah do this? So their tail is actually flat on both sides. I know it looks really round and fluffy, but it acts like a boat rudder. So they can actually swing their tail in the opposite direction that they run, and that can help to counterbalance their weight and their momentum. So they don't have to slow down at all. You've ever been driving on a freeway, you're going 65, 70, you have a tight turn come up, you let off the gas a little bit, you hit the brakes. Cheetahs don't have to do that at all. They actually gain some speed when they go around this bend right here. We did some speed studies with our cheetahs here a couple of years ago, and we found our fastest one going 65 miles an hour right around this bend. Now, I do hear another top daytime predator sneaking around, and I think she might make an appearance, just like that. And she's off. The chase is on. Look at that tail bouncing her weight. All right, and she caught her prey. Let's hear it from Debbie.
That's cool.
So I did talk about how cheetahs hunt solo by themselves, and one thing that cheetahs